Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen. In the UK there is something called the Oxford Union. Now this is supposedly, or at least was at one point, a bastion of debate. It's basically a debate society, right? You would have seen the likes of Jordan Peterson doing debates here. You would have seen the likes of Charlie Kirk doing debates here. In fact, not just... I think it was like a month or so ago, Charlie Kirk was there doing a debate with students, right? Because that's what students need. They need open discourse because otherwise they become radicalised very clearly and obviously. Now, Oxford Union has a long and storied history of being this just great debate society, right? Like they get speakers from all over the world get invited to come and speak at the Oxford Union. The incoming president of the Oxford Union Debate Society, all right? Debate is the important thing there. So supposedly enjoys open discourse. Championed, celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk in a very disgusting manner, and the fallout has been astronomical. Astronomical. So this little individual, George Abaraonye. Charlie Kirk got shot. Let's effing go. There's actually quite a lot of this. There were some leaks to do with the WhatsApp chat. This little individual, this little scrotum that he is, because he is effectively a diversity hire. He only got into Oxford because of his melanin content, I guess, is how you would say it. This is a racist hiring practice or racist acceptance practice, however you want to do it. He is there quite literally to fit a quota. That's all he's there for. And we know this because Oxford has entry requirements and he didn't fit them. So the fact that he's here is insane. Now, again, it's not just this. There's more, by the way. There's more. And I just want to take a look at the blowback from it all. Because it has been mad. It has been absolutely mad. Which is interesting, really, actually. Because, just as an FYI, Oxford's doing nothing about this. And neither is the Oxford Union either. So the Oxford Union released this statement, which was the Oxford Union would like to unequivocally condemn the reported words and sentiments expressed by the President-elect George Abaraonye with regards to the passing of Charlie Kirk. His reported views do not represent the Oxford Union's current leadership or committee's view. The current administration has, under President Musa Haraj, no association with and is entirely independent from Mr. Abaraonye's administration. In alignment with the statement published by our society earlier today, we reaffirm our stance that the Oxford Union firmly oppose all forms of political violence and strongly stands by our commitment to free speech and considerate debate. We would like to reiterate that our condolences lie with Charlie Kirk's family, especially his wife and young children who are enduring such a terrible grief. Now, he's not losing his position at the Oxford Union. He is still going to be the president of the Oxford Union, the Open Debate Society. So it's all well and good that these people say that they don't support it. Now, this isn't a normal case of trying to get someone cancelled, right? This is really important. This individual who actually had debated Charlie Kirk, and this is what's, I think, actually quite malicious about it. He had debated Charlie Kirk. You would have seen this photo, I think. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, this is him. Yeah. The very effeminate looking sloven there that couldn't even be bothered to wear a pair of shoes. He's quite literally in a pair of slippers. Foul cretin that he is. I mean, his very demeanour alone. This is a perfect advert for diversity pushes in university. People that haven't worked to achieve their position. So this isn't, I'm not saying all diversity. I'm saying people that have got there through no merit. People who haven't worked. People that just get handed things. This individual has had his life handed to him on a plate because of his skin colour. Right? Thinks the sense of entitlement oozes from this boy. It's foul. You're going to have a debate with someone and you don't even dress appropriately. What's wrong with you? Again, the prestige of supposedly this Oxford Union, completely washed, completely gone away. So funny, so funny. This individual has also championed political violence, just as an FYI, as well. Oh yeah, this clip. Yeah, let's have a watch of this. Let's have a watch of this, shall we? I think you'll enjoy this.
To effectively create change in the world we desire. And Side Prop will argue that at times there is simply nothing else that can be required other than violent retaliation. And this is a view I wholeheartedly agree with. The view that some institutions are too broken, too aggressive, too oppressive to be reformed. Like cancers of our society, they must and they should be taken down by any means necessary.
That's an incitement for political violence. That's just an incitement for political violence. Also, he does actually have a suit, it seems. He just chose not to wear it. But again, the point is, sorry, I digressed ever so slightly because I'm very annoyed with this scrotum, this diversity hire, right? Because that's what he is. Make no mistake, that's exactly what he is. Because his grades do not match the entry requirements. This is what they could, what is it? Positive discrimination or some crap like that. Anyway, Oxford Union is a debate society. Now, if you don't like free and open discourse and debate, you shouldn't be there. You just shouldn't be there, right? You should be an activist, right? Debate society is there for the exchange of ideas. If you're going to celebrate and champion someone being killed for free and open discourse, because that's what he was killed for, right? Charlie Kirk was murdered in cold blood because someone didn't like what he was saying. Then you have no place being the representative of what is supposedly a prestigious entity as the Oxford Union. Right? You just don't. Because your very core beliefs are the polar opposite to what you are representing as the president. So this isn't a normal case of cancellation. This is someone whose very moral foundation does not fit what he's trying to, the position he's going to be a part of. So Oxford, right? The individuals that quite literally will go around threatening to expel students who misgender trans peers are not going to be expelling George. Why? Because he's just a diversity hire. That's all I can think of, right? Like, he's the right skin colour. He shouldn't be there to begin with. He has incited violence. He has celebrated the death of someone. He has put them into disrepute. And the Oxford Union isn't going to remove his future leadership part. But it's all coming down on him now. It's all coming down on him now because everyone is just cancelling. Everyone is cancelling. So this, James Price, I've resigned as the honorary secretary of the Oxford Literary Debating and Union Trust, the charity that owns the Oxford Union's buildings and dispenses its charitable responsibilities onto the union as its delegate. The callousness of the union's president-elect has shocked me, but I also can't accept the lack of intervention on the issue. The trust is full of the most incredible people. I hope this ultimately helps in a tiny way a great British institution that I cared so much about. They're done. They're gone. You've got members of Parliament writing to them going, what the hell are you doing? Like, I'm not going to come here anymore. I'm not going to debate here anymore. Loads of people are coming out going, nope, not interested. Not interested. You know, this person is just a diversity hire. That's all it is. And we know that because we know what his grades are. There was a fascinating part of his an MP. As a former treasurer, I'm disgusted by the incoming president of Oxford Union's reported celebration of the tragic shooting of American activist Charlie Kirk. I've written to the returning officer to demand an urgent disciplinary investigation. They're going to mark their own homework and say, no worries, mate. See you later. But here you go. England and Northern Ireland Qualifications. Offers for students studying A-levels range between A-star, A-star, A, and AAA, depending on the course. Okay. So you got ABB. So you shouldn't be there. Right? That's what he got. He got ABB. Shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be there. More people. Lord Moylan. I'm an old president of Oxford Union. I think he should resign now. He won't. Because he feels like he's entitled to it. That's the thing. Not only does he sully the language with the awful accent that he has, and the awful way that he pronounces the enunciation of the English language, which is just disgusting. It's indicative of everything UK. Doesn't dress appropriately. Feels like he's owed all of this. This is quintessential disgusting diversity hire. Now again, I'm not saying that diversity shouldn't be at Oxford Union. It's not what I'm saying. But if you're Oxford Union, if you are at Oxford Union, and you've earned your place there, you've worked hard, you should be absolutely infuriated by the fact that this little scrotum was able to get in and become the president-elect. You 100% should be irritated by that. Because he has robbed a place from someone, maybe like you, right? If you're diverse, maybe he's robbed a place from someone like you that actually earned it. He didn't earn it. He is quintessential DEI. Quintessential. So there you go. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And you've got people like the Free Speech Union in the UK posting about it. Trying to say, well, you know, he shouldn't be fired because it's a case of free speech. No, mate. No, not at all. Not at all. In fact, I quote tweeted him and shared my own thoughts on this, because he said this: George blah 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 is clearly a foolish man, and people are rightly criticising him for celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, but he should not be penalised by Oxford Union or the university for saying something offensive, but perfectly lawful. That's free speech. Nope. Nope. Not at all. It's not the case. Not the case at all. And here you have it. Here's my tweet. Galaxy Brain moronic take here from Toby Young. Yo, Tobes. Matey, when someone champions and celebrates someone's death for just speaking, they probably shouldn't be head of a debate society that should champion free speech. You absolute dullard. And I will close on that note. Leave your thoughts down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.